I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here's your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, March 12th to Sunday, March 18th, 2018. Now before I get started, I just wanted to let you all know that I am doing a Mercury retrograde webinar, not this Thursday, but next Thursday on March 22nd at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. In that webinar, I will talk about the most important and impactful days of the Mercury retrograde period. This includes Mercury retrograde itself, the shadow period, which becomes right before Mercury retrograde, and of course a few days after the retrograde to give you just the context of what is going on. Okay, I'm also going to talk about how Mercury retrograde will affect your zodiac sign specifically, as well as just some general strengths and challenges of Mercury through the signs natally, if you're interested in learning about that. And of course, in all my webinars, a Q&A, you can ask me whatever you would like as well. Okay, so that's what I've got going on there. If you are interested, please sign up down below at the link in my description box, and I hope to see you all there. Now, Leo, for your horoscope, let's dive in. We've got the sun hanging out right here in Pisces this week, and your 8th house of changes. Also of endings and beginnings, of big financial investments, and of intimacy going on in your life, okay? So I think that's what you're thinking about. Maybe you're thinking about some big change that you need to make in your life in order to feel better, some big financial investment that it is that you need to make in some way, or some intimate relationship, how you can get more intimate with the other people in your life, or just grow more deeply into your life, to feel more deeply, I feel comes in with the 8th house, okay? So that's what's going on. With the sun on Monday making a sextile to Pluto over here in your 6th house of your job and your daily routines, I actually see it being a very good thing. Any change that you're trying to make here in your life, I think is really going to help you to like your days better, to enjoy what you do on the day-to-day, to have a better job, to have a better set of daily routines, to feel healthier. I think it's really just going to help you here to organize your life, to feel much better about your life in some way. So I do see it being very positive coming in on Monday. While that's going on, we also do have Mars hanging out here in your 5th house of happiness, another good thing, making a trine over to Uranus in your 9th house of something new. So as you're making, I want to say, some changes here in your life, some changes to your job and your daily routines that I think are going to be very positive for you. I think you also have a chance to be happier, to get more excited about your life, to do something new, maybe that you haven't done before, that you enjoy, some new hobbies, to work on some new projects. Also, 5th house rules kids. If you have any kids or grandkids or anything of the sort, really giving you a chance as well, I think, to do more things with your grandkids, to be happier and more excited, doing things just in general that you enjoy, or working on some projects that are very close to your heart. Okay, so I see it being a good thing. Maybe if you had to fight to make a lot of changes in your life lately that were hard and that were uncomfortable, I think now you're starting to see the results of all these changes, maybe how they're working for you, how they can be good for you, and you're starting to feel more of the excitement come back in your life. Okay. Now on Tuesday, Mars is going to square Chiron after making this pretty trine to Uranus in your 8th house. So there could be some uncomfortable feelings that do still come up on Tuesday in regards to some changes that it is that you're making. Maybe feeling like, even though you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, feel happier, put your life in a better spot. Maybe feeling like it's still a little bit hard for you to be as lighthearted as you want to be with all this deep, intense stuff that is going on in some way. But I feel like you're going to have a lot of help and a lot of support this week to really overcome that, I think, and to move forward and to start to feel better. That's because around the same time, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this week, the sun is also going to make a pretty trine over here to Jupiter here in your 4th house of home and of family. So I think any changes that you are making, even if you feel like it's a little bit hard for you to be happy, are not only going to help you have the job and the daily routines that you want, but I think they're also going to help you feel much better emotionally in your life in some way, understand better what you need at home and with family in order to live your best life, in order to feel more comfortable. You may have to make, with this aspect too, some more changes to your home life, more changes to your family, more changes to your emotions or what your life is built on, in order to maybe let some of this new happiness into your life, in order to do more of what it is that you like on the day-to-day, a hobby, spend time with kids, do something along those lines. Okay, so I do see that coming in, but I do see there being a big chance for you here to start to be happier okay, and to have more of a life that you really want as you move forward, as you make changes here to do some new things that you like better. All right, so that's what's going on. One challenge that you may have may be right here where Venus is in your 9th house of something new, which is going to square Saturn here in your 6th house of your job and daily routines. And I think as you're trying to change your life to be something that you like better, okay, and really trying to adjust your emotional perspective to get on board with this way you're changing your life, with these new things that you're doing, I think it might be a little bit hard for you to organize your life. There's so many new things that are going on that you haven't done before that are exciting. Hopefully they're exciting if you've been changing your life in a way that's good for you, okay, and maybe you're just a little bit uncertain of how to take all this new exciting stuff and how to do it on the day-to-day in a way that's practical, in a way that's organized, in a way that doesn't throw your whole routine into chaos. Okay, so that's my advice that I would give to you, especially at the beginning of the week here, is to do something new that you like, to get excited about your life. Even though some changes you've been making in life are hard, you're coming to the end of them. You're seeing the other side here, and to enjoy the life that you've created, but to not forget here to stay on the ball, to manage all the responsibilities that you currently have to manage, and to make sure that your life doesn't get too chaotic as you're doing a lot of new and fun things that you have not previously done, okay? So that's what we have got going on there. All right, then after that, over the weekend, I believe on Saturday the 17th, we do have the new moon happening in your 8th house, right here near, very close to Chiron. So that could then bring, at the end of this week, a big new beginning, fresh energy here in regards to some changes you've been making. I know I've been talking a lot lately in this horoscope about you, Leo, changing your life in some way to end or begin things, to spend a lot of money. And I think what this new moon is bringing is a new beginning in regards to that fresh energy. Maybe in the past you've been making so many changes in your life and it's been hard and it's been frustrating. And I think now that you've made all of these changes, this new moon is going to help you to get another perspective on it, so that you can take all these changes into new chapters, doing them differently than you have before and having a different outlook on them. Could still be a little bit uncomfortable with the conjunction to Chiron this new moon may make. Maybe feeling a little bit uncomfortable here about these changes. Maybe you're unsure if you made the right decisions, if you did the right things to change your life in some way. But I really think what you're trying to do here at this new moon is to overcome any of these insecurities, to trust and believe in yourself that you have made changes in the right way, so that you can fully begin to step into them and live a new and different life, I think, now that you have rearranged your life in some way that you think is better for you, okay? So that's what's coming up there. Then after that new moon happens, then we have Mercury and Venus in your 9th house of something new, making a trine over here to the North Node in your 1st house, Leo. So I think after this new moon, if you can have a new outlook on these changes that it is that you've been making in your life, if you can step into them in new and different ways and embrace the new life that you've been creating and accept it and appreciate it and believe in it wholeheartedly, I think there's going to be a really big chance here for you. We're talking Saturday and Sunday to start to feel like you're doing something new, you're hitting your stride, this new thing is working for you, you like it, you know, like you're finally becoming the person, a new person perhaps that you wanted to be, or that is better suited to you now that so much has changed, okay? So I feel like there's lots of opportunity coming in this week, Leo, for you to start to feel like, you know what, I had to make changes in life. It was hard to make changes. It was not easy. Took a lot of money. You know, a lot of things were going on, but like you're finally starting to understand what it all was for. You're finally starting to move forward, to be happier, to do things you enjoy, to live a life that's better for you in some way. Maybe you're still feeling like there's some things from the past and some changes you've been making that are still a little bit hard for you in some way, but I think you're finally starting to move past all of that stuff that's been hard and overcome it so you can feel better. Mars as well on Sunday entering Capricorn in your 6th house, I think really helping you too to figure out what's going on with your job, what's going on with your daily routines, and to hopefully find more of that order and structure that you need to your job, that you need to your daily routines, that maybe you were missing a little bit earlier this week and in the past, okay? So I see lots of good things coming in here for you to start to do more of what you like on the day-to-day, to feel much better about it and to be more of the person that you wanted to be after fighting for it for so long, okay? So that's what I've got for you, Leo. Your card is the Six of Pentacles reversed. Normally, to me, this card is a card of give and take, especially when it's upright. But when it's reversed, it indicates the give and take is out of balance. So maybe there's something in your life that's out of balance this week. Maybe you are giving too much and not getting anything in return, or maybe you are taking too much and need to give more. And I think that's what is called for this week, to just make sure here that you are balancing your life, that you are getting what you are worth, and that you are giving other people to the time of day that they need as well, coming in. And I think maybe if you can find more of that balance in life that it is that you really need, that equal give and take in some way, it's going to help you here to overcome some of this crazy time of instability maybe that it is that you've been having lately with all of this 8th house stuff going on, and for you to feel much more comfortable here, not only with yourself but with the other people in your life too. Okay, so that's what I've got going on for you this week, Leo. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.